Baby, do I look fat in this? In episode number 203 of Making the Case, we talking about it. Should men be honest to women? Let's get into it. Hey, what's going on, YouTube? We back at you once again with another episode of Making the Case. Episode number 203. I'm your host, Dr. Jacob Isom. We got two channel norms over here. One, we attack points in our people. Then two, we don't do all that cussing, fussing, derogatory stuff. We like to keep it professional over here. All right. Hey, I'm laughing because um this topic for today's video is going to be very interesting. Okay. Because I even had a struggle with trying to name, um, give a title to this video. So, let's just get it out there, right? So, we're talking about why it is a struggle to be honest to women. Okay. Now, it's several directions that we can go with this. We're just gonna let it flow and we're gonna see where we go. Okay. But one thing I will say to kind of start us off is that there's levels to it, right? Women all the time say they just want honesty. They just don't want a man to lie to them, right? Now, that's halfway true, right? Because if women heard all of the truth from men and knew all the things that was going on in men lives, they wouldn't be able to take it, right? They're too emotional. Um, they would really, maybe they would actually have more empathy and sympathy if they really knew what goes on in the world of men, right? In the world that we actually try to shield women and children from, right? So it's not just not being honest and truthful and transparent, because we're just trying to, we're big old meanies, right? It's the fact that unfortunately this is a cruel, mean world, right? And so some things have to be, now granted, once again, there's levels to it, right? So when you're in a relationship, there's a certain amount of honesty that should be awarded to your woman. Okay. I will say that, right? But I don't think, I was just having this conversation the other day. I don't think everybody should know everything. It's just not necessary for you to go on, right? As a matter of fact, the way I feel about it is that, hey, if I don't know certain things, then, hey, if I'm kept in the dark about certain things, then I can't get mad about it because I don't know about it, right? That's just me. Now, of course, some things you do want to know, because if you're responsible for the protection and provision of somebody, then it'd be nice to know, have certain information, right? But I don't want to know how many dudes try to get your number. It's just irrelevant. It's not gonna make me happy. It's just gonna irritate me. So, certain things I just don't want to know. So, in this episode, we're talking about, well, will honesty backfire on men if they tell the truth? Certain truths, that is. All right. So, without further ado, we're gonna get into our first clip. All right, let's do it.
Women the truth these days. Men get told the truth all the time. Women have no problem telling a man, I don't want an average man. It happens every day on my show. TLC said they don't want no scrubs, and we have no problem telling average men, you ain't crap. But if I just happen to have the nerve to agree with the woman that says she's average, then I'm Satan. People don't tell women the truth these days.
And rest in peace to the Godfather, first of all. But he's absolutely right, right? Women have been appeased and pleased so much, right? And really, I blame men, to be honest with you. Women actually say, "Oh yeah, you go, girl. Yeah, you look good." Yeah, all that, right? And men be like, "Yeah, man, yeah, you look good." Like, so men and women both appease women, right? So you wonder why a lot of women are delusional, right? You wonder why a lot of women think they can get a certain type of man, or, you know, feel like they're more intelligent than they really are, or they go get a degree and they think they all that, or really they're just getting trained in a certain field where they're very ignorant to a lot of other things, right? So we've pumped up and put women on the pedestal. Why do you think so many women walk around here calling themselves queens? Right? So it is difficult for men or really anybody to tell the woman the truth because she feel like you're attacking her. You're bashing her. We see this every day on social media, do we not? So that's why a lot of time men feel like, you know what, man, let me just tell her what she want to hear. It's easier that way. Now, in the short term, yes, but in the long term, this is what we're seeing in our society right now. We're suffering from the effects of the dishonesty that we've been feeding women. Not only the dishonesty, but also the placation, and just filling up women's head with nonsense. We're suffering from the effects right now. Let's get into another clip.
Be all the way honest with your woman?
No, because you're not supposed to be all the way honest.
I rebuke that.
Let's just say we have a semi-open relationship, right?
Okay.
And you call me. You want me to say I'm with this freak, I'm gonna try to hit it, I'll call you back? That's honest. Or, baby, can I call you back? I'm with a friend. Sometimes you have to protect them. You have to protect the feelings.
The basketball legend recently appeared on the It's Given podcast, where the host asked if he could ever be 100% honest with a woman.
I don't think he's wrong, but that specific example might have been a little extreme.
Very extreme.
And it goes both damn ways.
Yeah.
Now, if a woman tell him, hey, 5-incher, I'm with an 8er. So how would you appreciate that?
Mad people who tell beautiful lies to protect the relationship because people say they want honesty and transparency. They don't really want 100% honesty. They want to feel good.
I wouldn't even be in an open relationship, first of all, so.
Do you think you could be all the way?
Of course, you had to have, well, I'm not even going to go there, but we're going to stick to the topic and subject at hand. But yes, do I agree the example is a little extreme, but it's a real example though. So how extreme is it? Like this stuff goes on every day, right? Men are with other women that's not their main woman or their wife, right? So should they tell the truth? Even in a situation where it is open or, a man has option, right? Do he still tell the truth? Can he without feelings getting hurt, right? But let's just open it up in general, right? Should people be 100% forthright with what they're doing, how they feeling, what they thinking? I just don't think it's necessary. And I think all of us understand and know that we're going to be honest to a certain. Now, once again, if you've been following my content, I believe in the 80-20 rule, right? I'm going to be honest 80% of the time. But the other 20%, I'm going to twist. There's going to be some lies. There's going to be some, things I'm going to leave out. You know what I'm saying? You get 80%. But I think that's what most people give, though. If we were to be honest. See, here on this channel, I'm just going to be forthright and honest with you. That's one thing I am. I'm definitely going to be honest with you, and I'm definitely honest with myself, right? I just know that I do have to protect people. I can't be 100% honest with my child or my children, right? I have to protect them. We understand context, right? Now, we can throw morals and religion and all that stuff in there if we want to, yet even more super religious people lie. And we know that as well. All right, let's get to our next clip.
How do you like it?
It's dreadful, okay? The chicken is barely cooked, the wrap incredibly stale, and the seasoning, the flavouring, it's non-existent. And to be honest, I've never liked your cooking.
But why didn't you tell me that before?
It's not gonna make you a better cook, is it? You only get your recipes from TikTok, and let's be honest, I'll probably have a few mouthfuls, make you feel better about it, and I'm probably gonna go out and get some fish and chips after this. So,
how do you like it?
Now, of course, that's all fun and games, but that's how a world would look if men were honest with women. It's really how it would look, right? When it comes to the food, when it comes to the sex, when it comes to how you dress, so on and so forth. Okay? Like, if we were all honest, right? Of course, flip side, same thing would happen to men, right? But men would just kind of take it and try to get better. Women will get their feeling hurt and say, you don't love me anymore, right? That's the difference. So, but That is the reality of a world. Like, and everybody understand this. We know we can't be completely honest with people. Guess what? That's the reason why when somebody say that when they first see you in the morning, hey, how's your day going? What do most people say? Oh, it's fine. I'm good. When somebody could just had a fight with their spouse or they could have just lost a loved one, a lot of times they just gonna tell you what you want to hear. That is a form of lying, right? It's being deceptive. You don't really want to tell somebody how you really feeling. Happens every single day, on every hour, every minute. All right, we got one more video clip.
Rate people on a scale of 1 to 10 on how attractive you think they are.
All right, cool. All right.
You're really tall.
Yeah.
I like
really
tall
gorgeous.
guys.
Shit. She's slim, but she's really voluptuous. You feel me in certain areas. I'm gonna go, I'm going 10 right now. For sure. All right, see you. Bye. Carter, what's happening?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You blushing?
Hell yeah, she blushing. You look good. Like I said, I like voluptuous women, and that's what you got going on. Can I hug you?
Yeah.
That's loud. You get a 9 from me, for sure.
You're killing me.
You're killing me too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, Carter.
So today, you're going to rate people on a scale of 1 to 10.
You see this, folks? Now, this is just an example of what happens with women every single day on social media, in person, right? Now the young man, is clearly right, not an unattractive man, right? And 2 women were brought up. If we're being honest, one was fairly attractive and one wasn't. One was fairly slim and one wasn't, right? But he gave them both a very high rating. Okay. This is what happened. This is what men have done and created, right? The reason why she was laughing is even in her own mind, she thinking, I know I ain't a 9. But guess what? Most women, if not all, they're going to eat that up. They're going to eat it up because they love to hear things like that. And that's why women oftentimes find themselves in a predicament where they're choosing the wrong man because they're listening to every man. So this is what the lies and the dishonesty, this is what has caused us, right? It is affecting our relationships. It is affecting self-esteem. It's causing insecurities. This is what's happening. Okay. So once again, I'll put it back on the fellas. We have to start being more honest. Look, Freudian slip, right? we can't be afraid to be honest. If honesty is what they truly seek and truly desire, then that's what they have. That's what we have to give them, right? Now, once again, I believe in the 80-20. Give them 80. 20% they can't know because we got to protect their feelings. We got to protect them. We got to protect them from themselves a lot of times. And it just is what it is. Hey, I would like to know what you think about this. Hey, should we be honest? Should we not? Fellas, let me know. Ladies, what do you think? Once again, I thought this was an interesting conversation. As you can see, this is going to be an ongoing conversation. We're always going to have this conversation about honesty, lying, cheating, etc. Right? But hey, make sure you follow, man. Let's go. Let's get these subscribers up. Make sure you like the video, share. And we're gonna end it on that note. Of course, I'm you, you and me. Love always, love eternal. Remember, the worst thing you can do is lie to yourself. And we out. Deuces. One love.